What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be presenting you a tutorial based within this gun. Now don't worry if your Colt CQBP .45 Colt CO2 powered pistol does not come out of the box like this. It's going to have orange right here, a snakeskin looking handle, and orange on the bottom. I took the liberty of camouflaging my gun to make it look cooler. I don't like the orange. And I just think it looks cooler a lot. If you like my camo, make sure to subscribe because I will be bringing to you a really cheap and effective camo tutorial. So make sure you guys subscribe. Now, the first thing I want to say is, as I said, this is a CO2 powered pistol. Will hold 15 rounds of 6mm BBs. It's going to have a safety, a magazine release. That obviously releases the magazine, and when you squeeze the trigger, this comes back, but it is not a blowback pistol, as you can see. It's going to run you about $60. The question is it worth it? And we're going to be going in depth with that. I'm going to show you how it shoots. We're going to have actual shooting footage. I'm going to show you its accuracy, my ratings on everything it does, from how effective is it at shooting, the firing rate, depending on your trigger finger. Some air pistols, when you squeeze back the trigger, won't give you a lot of time, a lot of response, so you can't really shoot them down range if it's a cheaper pistol. So yeah, guys, let's get into it. So to start off, one thing I do like is the safety. That's good because you can still do all your stuff and don't gotta be afraid of shooting. As far as magazine capacity comes, 17 rounds is not normal. Would never come in a 1911. They would hold 8 rounds in real life. So for being realistic, it's not that effective. But let's talk about how much the gun ran me, and is it good? So it ran me about $60. Now, when it first came out of the box, I'm going to be honest with you, I was like, this won't run me $60. This is like a $30 pistol. But as I started shooting it and seeing what happens, I was impressed. I was like, oh, this is pretty accurate for a cheap Big 5 pistol. Right, so what are you going to want to run through it? Obviously, some CO2 canisters. Now, when I ran these through it, I was able to get about maybe 8 magazines full. So 15 times 8, you guys do the math. That's how many shots you can run through it, how many magazines you can run through it, how effective it is at using gas without running out. So 8 magazines to me was pretty good because this is my sidearm. I'm not going to be using it on the field too much, just in case my gun jams, run out of battery or something. So as far as the effectiveness goes with gas, it's pretty good. Now accuracy, I'd rate it about a 9. I'm a pretty good shooter. I've been shooting all my life, so my aim is pretty good. But this thing, if you shoot 3 shots down range, I guarantee you can hit anything. I can hit water bottles easily with it. And it's good. Maneuverability. Now, when it comes, a big feature that I liked was the railing right here. This railing allows you to attach anything you would like, such as, a good example would be a light. You could put tactical lights, you could put lasers, anything that you could put on the real M1911 you could put on here. So that was really the big seller. Now, the one thing I did not like about this pistol is all the weight comes from the magazine. This is basically air right now, guys, but the magazine holds a lot of the weight, almost all the weight. Now, this to me felt kind of weird, kind of unusual, but it makes sense. You see, this is holding the CO2. You don't want it to leak, and obviously it presses here, shoots out the BB, releases gas, and it would make sense that you would invest the most material and the most time into this. I don't want gas leaking. And these weird marks are just from me camouflaging. It doesn't come like that. It comes very nice. Won't be spattered. It is all camouflage. But that's the thing. All the weight comes from the magazine. Now, for $60 so far, is it good? Yes, it's good. But let's get to shooting it and seeing how it performs, because that's probably what you guys want to see. So, let's get it started, guys. There is one thing that bugs me, but is not a huge pain. It's how you reload it. When you reload, you can't slide them simply down there. You have to tilt the magazine forward.
And that's one of the things I hate about this pistol, making it super slow to reload instead of just putting one in there and it's sliding down. You see, even if I put it horizontal, and if you try to do it horizontal, it still falls through. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you get annoyed easily. Probably maybe find a different magazine or something.
Give 'em prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my